Hello everyone, this is Azhar. Most people keep on asking me that they want to start a recruitment consultancy, that they want to earn money in recruitment. It is easy to start a recruitment consultancy, but it has negative side. So I thought it is my responsibility to tell you about those negative or bad points about starting a recruitment consultancy. I learned them by starting and running my own recruitment consultancy. So let's start. Company frauds. In this part, I will talk about the frauds which company can do with the recruitment consultants. Time pass. Sometimes a company will just give you a requirement for time pass, means they will not be having a real requirement. They just want to interview a few candidates and want to understand the market, or maybe for some other reason they are interviewing the candidate. So you will just waste your time, money, and efforts in working on that profile. Company will ask your candidate to stop receiving your call. Suppose you send a candidate for an interview, then after selecting the candidate, company will ask the candidate to stop receiving your call or avoid you or just lie to you. Companies do this because they do not want to give commission to consultants. They want to cheat the consultants. So to catch this fraud, you need a good reputation with the candidate. Good reputation will increase the chance that candidate will inform you if company try to cheat you, and you can take the action accordingly. Resume is already in our database. Sometimes when you send a resume, company HR can tell you that they already have the resume in the database. It means it's their candidate they already have in the database. They will not pay you for that candidate if he gets closed. According to me, there can be few reasons why they give this reason. It's really in the database means they genuinely have that candidate in that database. And the second reason can be they just don't want to pay you, they want to save money, they want to cheat you. Whatever the reason, you will just lose your money. Received this candidate from another consultant. Sometimes the company HR can tell you that they received the resume from another consultant. Well, this also has few reasons. They are telling the truth. They want to give your candidate to another consultant. They don't want to pay you. Whatever the reason, in this case also you will lose the money. Calling the candidate after a few days. You shared few resume with the company did the interview, then they rejected the candidate or things didn't work out between the candidate and the company, and you lost the closure, or in other words money. Everything went silent. Candidate went silent, company went silent, and you consultant went silent. But now company decision maker have the contact details of candidate, and candidate is having the contact details of company decision makers. So in future both of them can reach out to each other without informing you the consultant, and the consultant will lose the closure and the money. In order to avoid this, you can just follow up with candidates after few days regularly. Here are my few tips to avoid this fraud, but you cannot completely eliminate them. So you can build a good relationship with the company. You can build a good reputation with the candidate. You can only work with genuine clients, and you can make the contract strong. So these are the few points which you can follow to avoid this fraud. But again, I'm telling you, you cannot completely eliminate them. So now let's come to the second problem, which is competition. This is the most important point. Recruitment business is highly competitive. There are many recruitment consultants which are present in the market. Whether you go for domestic recruitment or international recruitment or any other recruitment, you will find many competitors. You will face competition in client search. If you approached any client, then you will find that other consultancies are already approaching that client. You are already having competitors which are running after that client, which are trying to get that client, trying to please that client. So in this case, you need to think about the ways to get creative in your approach and getting the client. And the other problem which you will face in client search is that the client which you are trying to approach is already working with other consultancies. They are already giving work to other consultants. The other consultants can be having very strong relationship here with the client because they might be working with the client for a long time. You are having a very strong competition here because the competition is with very established consultant. For the client search, you need to be very creative to get the client. Difficult role. Suppose after doing all the hard work you got the client, then here comes the other problem. Client will not give the easy role to you. There is a high chance that they will give you the most difficult role on which most consultants have failed or the internal recruitment team have failed. For your first role, there is a high chance that you will get less candidates because most other consultants or the internal team would have extracted the most candidates or even the best candidates. You can face difficulty in closing your first role. So you need to find creative ways to search for the profiles for your first role in order to build trust with the client or for other future works. Then we have role competition. Suppose you got the client and even closed the first role which client has given you, then you will face competition in future roles because most probably the client will share the same role with the internal team with other consultant. So you will have competition from other consultants and even their internal team. In this case, you need to find the best candidate in less time because if you do not find them, then their internal team or other consultant will. For this, you need to increase your speed of searching resumes and improve the quality of your resumes which you are searching. There is one more point in role competition. Client will not even share every role with you. They can be sharing the role with the internal team or with other consultants, but not you. So if they give you less roles, then you will close less positions and you will get less money. So you need to break this competition. In order to get more profiles, you need to make good relation with clients. Then we have shortlisting of resumes. You will also face competition from other consultants in resume shortlisting. As I told you before, there is a high chance that your client is not just working with you. There are other consultants who are already working on that role and there is an internal team. So you need to send the best resumes to beat this competition. Otherwise, they will shortlist other consultants' resume and your efforts will get wasted. So in order to beat competition, here is my advice: become creative. You need to find creative ways to beat competition. Make good relationship with client, search quality candidates, send resumes fast. So this is just my advice. Now we'll go to next slide, which is money risk. Recruitment business involves money risk. You need money to buy job portals, to give salary to staff and office rent, to pay electricity bill. You need money to pay internet bills. You need money to pay commissions to agents, accountants, or any other freelancer, and you need money for other things. So the money risk is involved in the recruitment business, and there is not a like 100% chance that you will generate profit in this business because the profit will be generated when the company pays the money and you make the closures. So if you can't handle frauds, competition and money risk, then I will recommend do not start your recruitment consultancy. You will just waste your time, money and efforts. Hope you understood this video. If you have gained some knowledge, then you can support my channel by clicking on the thanks button below. See you in next video. Bye.